shadows are fading, losing their edge. A golden hue resting on the window ledge, setting the white balance to a golden glow. 3200 Kelvin, moving soft and slow, steaming latte in a ceramic cup, watching the dust motes dancing up. No harsh exposure, just a subtle flare, cinematic tint in the hazy air. The contrast is dropping, the mood is set, a scene so perfect I won't forget. Oh, in this warm 3200K afternoon, everything's rendered in a sweet jazz tune. Soft focus on you, blurred edges of light. The world is glowing, calm and bright, wrapped in the amber of a spring day. Let the highlights wash our worries away. Point lights flickering through the cherry trees, a natural diffusion in the gentle breeze. Your silhouette has a soft golden rim, like a dream sequence that'll never dim. The color grade of my heart today is a vintage film that I wanna play. No overexposure, just the right amount of soul in this lighting rig. You're my only goal. Keep the shutter open, let the moment stay. In this 3200K will fade away. Oh, in this warm 3200K afternoon, everything's rendered in a sweet jazz tune. Soft focus on you, blood edges of light. The world is glowing, cold and bright, backed in the amber of a spring day. Let the highlights wash our worries away. Warm 3200K, softly rendered love. The morning light hits the cherry trees, subsurface scattering in the breeze. Petals so thin they're glowing through a pale pink filter, a world so new. Light breaks apart in 1,000 ways, caught in the trap of a springtime haze. Refractions dancing on your skin. Where does the light end and you begin? Low opacity, high and shine, everything's rendered so divine. A dreamlike glow in every frame, nothing will ever look the same. Oh, see the scattered pink in the air, like particles floating everywhere. A soft focus dream, a rosy tint, catching the sparkle, a sudden glint. Our hearts still blooming in the scattered light, painting the shadows, making them bright. In the scattered pink, we're lost in the view. Soft retracing through the leaves, a tapestry that the sunlight weaves. Each tiny petal a prism of grace, changing the color of time and space. The saturation is just right in this beautiful scattered light. It's a volumetric love, so deep and wide. No more dark corners for us to hide. Let the photons fly, let the colors blend in this pink gradient that'll never end. Oh, see the scattered pink in the air, like particles floating everywhere. A soft focused dream, a rosy tint, catching the sparkles, sudden glints. Our hearts are blooming in the scattered light, painting the shadows, making them bright. In the scattered pink, we're lost in the view. Scattered pink, scattered light, everything's open, let the silence breathe, a gentle warmth that nobody perceives. It's not a spotlight, not a direct beam, just an ambient glow, like a waking dream, filling up the corners, soft and gray. Sunday, low intensity, high quality of light, wrapping every shadow, making it alright. Global illumination, no source to be found, just the scent of spring rising from the ground. In the Ambient Spring, we're floating free, surrounded by the air, just you and me. No harsh contrast, just a steady flow, bathed in the softness of the ground glow. Everything is rendered in a peaceful tone. In this quiet space, we are not alone. The reaver of the street, a distant song, where every little sound seems to belong. Soft occlusion in the garden wall, spring is answering the winter's call. A perfect balance, a neutral grade, finding comfort in the velvet shade. No key light needed, we have all we need. The spirit of the season is starting to lead. Let the diffuse map of our hearts expand, like a watercolor painting across the land. In the Ambient Spring, we're floating free, surrounded by the air, just you and me. No harsh contrast, just a steady flow, bathed in the softness of the ground glow. Everything is rendered in a peaceful tone. In this quiet space, we are not alone. Ambient love. bouncing off the walls, erasing the dark. It's not just a beam, it's a journey of light. A million reflections making everything bright. Secondary bounces in the alleyway, the indirect magic of a mid-April day. Calculation of love, a perfect ray. Finding the corners where the shadows play. Color bleeding from the green of the grass. Warm through the window, through the clear glass. Global illumination filling the space, touching every heart in every place. It's the light that returns, the light that remains, breaking the winter and all of its chains. Total radiance, a beautiful view. Everything's glowing because of you. Soft light baking on the brick and the stone, a harmony of photons whenever alone. Light maps of memory etched in the air. Infinite bounces showing we care. The saturation rises, the values are high, reflecting the blue of a limitless sky. No shadow is left in a lonely state when the light starts to recalculate. Bouncing from me and landing on you, a cycle of warmth, forever true. Global illumination filling the space, touching every heart in every place. It's the light that returns, the light that remains, breaking the winter and all of its chains. Blowing everywhere. Bounce by bounce, light by light. Infinite spring. Winter was a solid block of gray, a heavy shadow that wouldn't go away. 100% opaque and cold, a story of silence that's been told. But now the slider is starting to move, finding a softer, lighter groove. The alpha channel is open and wide. There's nowhere for the darkness to hide. Adjusting the threshold of my heart, watching the heavy layers fall apart. Oh, look at the shadow opacity, fading away with such simplicity. The light is filtered, the edges are soft, carrying my heavy sighs aloft. Transparent gray on the warming ground. Spring is the magic that I found in the lightness of a shade. No more sharp lines, no more harshing. The penumbra is blurring, making me think. Like light through a leaf, a translucent glow. The weight of the past is starting to go. A subtle diffusion, a gentle release in the semi-transparent peace. It's not gone, it's just thinning out, erasing the density of my doubt. From solid black to a a ghostly late spring is painting a brand new space. Oh, look at the shadow opacity fading away with such simplicity. The light is filtered, the edges are soft, carrying my heavy sighs of love. Transparent gray on the warming ground. Spring is the magic that I found in the lightness of the shade. Opacity 0.4, 0.2, almost invisible now. The city lights are losing their form in the evening air, so soft and warm, opening the lens wide as can be. A word of circles is all I see. Petals on the ground, orbs in the air. Magic is floating everywhere. F-stop dropping, the background fades. A watercolor wash of pink and jade, adjusting the focus, a slow red move, finding our own romantic groove. Oh, look at the spring bokeh dancing around, floating jewels that never hit the ground. Soft circles of light, a dreamy haze, lost in the glow of these late March days. The world is a blur, but you're so clear in the center of the frame, right here. The traffic lights turn to rubies and gold, a shimmering story that's never been told. Chromatic circles soft at the edge, like the blooming flowers on the window ledge. Depth of field is shallow and sweet, making the moment feel so complete. Everything else is out of focus now. Only the light knows why and how. In this beautiful blurry we find our way, where the highlights and the shadows play. Oh, look at the spring bokeh dancing round, floating jewels that never hit the ground. Soft circles of light, a dreamy haze, lost in the glow of these late March days. The world is a blur, but you're so clear in the center of the frame, right here. Spring bokeh, beautiful circles of light, stay in this blur with me. In this crowded cafe in the late March air, faces passing by, a blurry affair. The world is a mess of 1,000 things, but but my heart only pulls at certain strings. I'm turning the ring, I'm finding the line, until you're the only thing that's mine. Wide open aperture, letting in the soul to make you the center, my only goal. The background is melting, the noise starts to fade in this perfect frame that our love has made. Oh, in this shallow depth of field, only your smile is truly revealed. Everything else is a soft gray blur, while you're the constant, my only cure. Sharp and clear in a world so hazy, a focus so tight, it's driving me crazy. Just you and me in the center of it all. The edge of your shoulder, the light on your hair, everything else is just empty air. I've dialed the f-stop to 1.4. I don't need to see the world anymore. You're the high-risk dream in a low-risk street, the only detail that makes me complete. If I lose the focus, the world might return, but for this clarity my heart will burn. Stay in the highlight, stay in the light, in this shallow space everything's right. Oh, in this shallow depth of field, only your smile is truly revealed. Everything else is a soft gray blur, while you're the constant, my only cure. Sharp and clear in a world so hazy, a focus so tight, it's driving me crazy. Just you and me in the center of it all. Shallow depth of field, just you rendered in my heart. The rest is just a blur. Late March sun, low in the sky, catching a glint in the corner of my eye. A sudden streak of light, a golden line tracing a silhouette that used to be mine. It's not an error, it's a beautiful flaw, the brightest vision that I ever saw. Internal reflections, ghosts of the past, moments too dazzling to ever last. Scattering thoughts in a circular dance, caught in the lens of a second chance. Oh, it's the memory of lens flare, shining in the silence, floating in the air, blinding and beautiful, a rosy gold hue. Every bright circle reminds me of perfect streaks, long and blue, merging the old days with the new. The light is leaking through the cracks of time, a visual poem, a wordless rhyme. Everything's blooming, the highlights are high, like a sun-drenched memory passing by. Even when the sun goes down and fades, the flare remains in the twilight shades, a permanent imprint on the lens of my soul, making the broken pieces feel whole. Oh, it's the memory of lens flare, shining in the silence, floating in the air, blinding and beautiful, a rosy gold hue. Every bright circle reminds me of you. It blurs my vision but clears my heart, a cinematic ghost, a work of art. Memory of lens flare, golden streaks in the late March air, the light remains. Waking up to a world in the haze of, lost in the mist of these late March days. The buildings are hiding their concrete lines, wrapped in a glow where the sunlight shines. It's not quite a cloud, it's not quite a blur, just a soft focus dream that's starting to stir. The contrast is falling, the highlights are white, nothing to fear and nothing to hide, adding a layer of silk to the air. A natural diffusion is everywhere. On this soft filtered day we're floating in light, everything's blooming so pearly and white. The edges are melting, the colors are sweet, like a watercolor world on a quiet street. No sharp corners, no shadows so deep, just a beautiful promise we're going to keep. Dispelling the weight and the wintertime gloom. Elation is dancing around every leaf, a moment of peace beyond all belief. Like a finished lens with a story to tell, we're caught in the warmth of this magical spell. It's a low contrast love, steady and kind, leaving the noise of the city behind. In this misty render, our hearts are so clear, with the softest of filters, because you are here. On this soft filtered day we're floating in light, everything's blooming so pearly and white. The edges are melting, the colors are sweet, like a watercolor world on a quiet street. No sharp corners, no shadows so deep, just a beautiful promise we're going to keep. Instagram pushing the right. Everything's bathed in a pearly light. The whites are pure, the highlights are clean. The prettiest picture I've ever seen. No clip in here, just a perfect glow in the springtime high-key show. Sometimes the world feels a little bit dim, but I've got the power right on the rim. Add a little brightness, add a little grace. See the smile upon your face. Oh, set the exposure to +0.7. A little more light, a little more heaven. Everything's glowing, airy and bright, washing away the shadows of night. High-key living, a beautiful view. Everything's better, especially you. +0.7, just the right amount of light. Stay bright with me. Ooh. Late March afternoon by the silver pond, looking at the ripples and the world beyond. From where I stand, the water's crystal clear. I can see the pebbles, I can feel you near. But when I lean back, the surface starts to change. A silver mirror, beautiful and strange. It's all about the angle, the point of view. How much of the world is reflecting you? The grazing light is catching on the edge, like a promise made on a window ledge. Just the Fresnel Effect of the heart, showing a different side. A work of art at a distance. You're a shimmering light, blindingly beautiful, polished and bright. But when I look deep, the reflection fades, and I see the soul beneath the shade, shifting in the light. Our love is true in this Fresnel world with you. The index of refraction is perfectly set, a visual harmony I'll never forget. On the curve of your smile, a specular glint, a touch of the season, a rosy gold tint. The closer I get, the more you let me in. The magic of spring underneath the skin. Don't look away, don't change the frame. Every degree has a different name. eyes watch the stream, a glossy world beneath our feet. The asphalt's dark, the highlights bright, reflecting every city light. I'm dialing down the friction of the day, watching the textures melt away. 0.1, the perfect sheen, the clearest view I've ever seen. Specular glints on every drop, a cinematic moment that won't stop. Oh, set the roughness to 0.1. A mirror world has just begun. Polished and wet, a beautiful glow, watching the reflections ebb and flow. Ooh, your eyes are clear, your heart is smooth. In this glossy rhythm we find our groove. Everything's rendered in a perfect shine. Raindrops hanging from the cherry tree, high glass beads of memory. No more noise, no more grain, just the liquid music of the rain. The surface of my soul is white and flat, waiting for a love that's just like that. It's not a mirror, but it's close enough to see the beauty in the smooth and rough. Let the world be slippery, let it be fast, as long as this reflection is built to last. Oh, set the roughness to 0.1. A mirror world has just begun. Polished and wet, a beautiful glow, watching the reflections ebb and flow. Ooh, your eyes are clear, your heart is smooth. In this glossy rhythm we find our groove. Everything's rendered in a perfect shine. Roughness 0.1, reflecting you, reflecting me. Stay glossy in the rain. Late March sun, so low and bright, I hold a paddle up against the light. It's not opaque, it's not a solid wall, it lets the golden rays inside it all. Watching the pink turn to a deeper red, a secret language that the sunlight said. Beyond the surface where the magic lies, like the hidden spark behind your eyes. Light travels deep, scattering around in this silent beauty that I found. Oh, it's a subsurface scattering of the soul, making the broken pieces feel so whole. An inner glow, a translucent dream. Life is more than what it may seem, soft and warm, glowing from within. This is where our true love begins, in the heart of the flower. Just like your skin in the morning glow. just a picture, your living breath, a beauty that conquers the winter's death. It's the light that stays, the light that bleeds, fulfilling all of my quiet needs. More than a texture, more than a skin, it's the radiant warmth from deep within. Subsurface scattering of the soul, making the broken pieces feel so whole. An inner glow, a translucent dream. Life is more than what it may seem, soft and warm, glowing from within. This is where our true love begins, in the heart of the flower. Was set, the lighting was fine. In the late March era, everything was in line. But something was missing, a certain degree of the magic that I really wanted to see. Then you walked in like a final touch, adding the beauty that I miss so much. Soul, making the cinematic vision so oh, it's the post-process of my heart, adding the flutter, a new work of art, a little more bloom, a little more grace, seeing the color return to my face. The world is graded in a romantic tone, a perfect render that I've never known. Process dream with you. So everyone else has no face and no name. Chromatic aberration on the edge of the light, making the moment look dreamily bright. Sharpen the edges of every kiss, a high definition version of bliss. It's not an illusion, it's how I feel. The final polish that makes it all real. No more raw falls, no more gray. We're in full color from today.